Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne. This is How You Can Minister with Angels, uh, part two. Just got a couple of stories to add. Um, my friend Orty, that you've seen in part one, listened to part one and sent me a message in a prophecy that I was to let go of talking to the witches, that they were leading me into deception, and not fully sure how much was deception. I'm not really sure if they gave their life to Jesus or they pretended to, but he was quite certain that they were leading me into deception and what could possibly be delusion. And so I let go of them. I decided not to talk to them again. The next day, they didn't turn up, and they haven't turned up. Up until last night, I woke at 2:30 in the morning, and Gamiel said that they were trying to astral travel into my house, each of them individually, and he was stopping them and telling them to turn around. And as they were coming, he's saying if they approach again, there's going to be discipline. And they was asking him why, what's wrong and why can't we get through? And he was saying, Matthew needs a break, and you were coming with wrong motives, and whilst heaven initially let you through, we're not letting you through now because Matthew needs a break, and you had ulterior motives, and unless your motives are pure, you won't be able to get through to him. And they were discussing things with him, and he was telling me what they were saying. And at one stage, they tried to use his voice and speak to me through his voice, and I was able to discern that. And so it looks like for at least a month, I won't be hearing from him. They're aware of where I live. A lot of times they used to start contact with me as soon as I left my house. As soon as I went out my front door, they normally started contacting me. And my mother and father always say hello when I leave my front door. And it's like a portal outside my house. And but ever since I've been going out my front door, they haven't been contacting me. It's not as though they're probably not looking. It's just that Gamiel has me hidden and they can't see me. So there's been no contact except last night that Gamiel run interference with. So it's really handy to have an angel like that stopping them from coming and talking to them and talking them around. I went out today and I noticed three girls as I got off the train, and I discerned that they were witches. And of course, I was attracted to them once again. I'm attracted to not only females but to their power. And I I was sitting waiting for a friend to meet him for dinner, and one of the prettier ones started talking to me, like astral travel to me. And I said, I got a friend called Gamiel here. This angel is going to take you back to where you come from. The only way that you can continue conversation with me isn't to astral travel to me, is to come and meet me in the flesh. And if you're not prepared to meet me in the flesh and have a conversation, you're not welcome. And Gamiel took her back to where she'd come from. I'm still not aware how I couldn't do it. Still not aware how this girl went off into a shopping centre and went the opposite way as myself. I'm not aware how they can find us, how they can find me. but she came directly to me and astral traveled, and so Gamiel took her back, and so Gamiel is running really good interference and really protecting me from witchcraft. It seems that every young witch seems that their best card that they play is to try and seduce me, to start some sort of relationship with me, and many of them have tried that angle to start with, except the one in the post office. She just tried to destroy me. So I just want to add this part that it's really good to have an angel to run interference. I'm not sure how I'd be coping or whether I'd be coping or not if I didn't have an angel protecting me and stopping them from contacting me. And so I'm very thankful to Gamiel, and um, I, I I rechecked what Catherine and Katrina said at the end of video one, and I'm going to leave it in the book. But I'm not so sure if they've given their life to Jesus, or they're just pretending to try and seduce me and try and deceive me. So I'm not fully trusting in that being the story. But Gamiel has told me that they've been affected in a positive way, and he's told me that the reason he let Katrina through was that she didn't have ill intent at that state, and he's telling me that my experience with them, the fact that I wasn't scared of them, the fact that I was loving towards them, the fact that I displayed Christ to them was a living memorial, a living witness in their life, and that I had a good effect on them. And the fact that I can stop and not talk to them for a month at least is testimony to them that I'm not as weak as they think I am, some obese single guy who's desperate for female attention. So I'm happy with heaven playing the middleman between me and the other people. So Gamiel actually told me today when I saw the three girls, he told me that they were witches, and he was able to show me why I was attracted to them, because they were sending something off themselves, especially the little one, and the one that came to chase me up. So I hope that's been informative to you. It's a terrific thing to be led and directed by angels. And so I'm going to add this to the book. God bless.